that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Cut, 280! Check, Mike, 54, 954. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Good.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. After the sack on first down, Wilson. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Wilson.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he locates Luke Wilson. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0. 12.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Let's go. 13.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now it's Wilson. Caught, it's Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54. Good job right there.
Penny, the first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Saints nothing.
Mike 54.
I got him.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Over.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
They go with a fullback line, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Check, check, check.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. They held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Ready. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check out. 14. Left pass. Right.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wilson's got it complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Who's that? 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All day, defense, all day.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he finds Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze now on 1st down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Mike 54. I'm scared. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Got it.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Here's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third and short.
Ready. Easy, opposite. Mike's 50. Bravo.
Now Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Well, they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Back to throw Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Tighten up. Go. 25. 58, come on.
Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Well, now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown.
Time to bring